guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Green Lantern issue 17, but before I start talking about this issue and this review, before I started, just want to give you guys a little update that I have 4 reviews on Dark Avenger Inc. that I usually do on Comic Uno, which are Action Comics issue 17, Captain Marvel issue 10, Green Lantern New Guardians issue 17, so honestly, if you read Green Lantern, you're probably going to want to check that out. And Indestructible Hulk issue 4. So if you want to go check out those reviews, there'll be a link for Dark Avenger Inc. in the description below. But let's talk about Green Lantern, the first part of the last story arc that Geoff Johns will be writing, and that's Wrath of the First Lantern. So I think this has to be, changing the Green Lantern story a little bit. Rise of the Third Army was okay, but this has to change stuff. It has to be like, Blackest Night. It has to be something really crazy for Geoff Johns to leave this series, his 7-year run on Green Lantern. So I'm looking forward to see what he does with this. Let's talk about the cover. Love this cover. We just get to see, Baz. We get to see Kyle, Carol, just everybody. All the Green Lanterns and all the other corps. So it's a pretty cool cover. I love the art for this series, honestly. It's the best art for the Green Lantern series, which should be, because it is the main Green Lantern series. So let's see what happens in the story, though, see if I like that. So in this issue, we get to see a little bit of the First Lantern, which his name is Volthram? Volthram. Yes. Volthram. It has a TH, so I think it's Volthram, whatever it is. But I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. Voltom, maybe. So we get to see Baz. He's trying to figure out, because he's still a new Lantern. I think we're all forgetting this. He's getting into all these mixed up things, these crazy Green Lantern events, and he's a new Lantern. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know anything. And Black Hand is right now talking to Baz in this issue. It's like, you know stuff. It's like, I don't know anything. I just started becoming a Green Lantern. I really don't know anything. And the Black Hand's like, oh, well, First Lantern, he's bad, and whatever. He's just talking up with Baz. And then we get to see more of the First Lantern talking to the Guardian, saying, you need emotions, and now that you don't have emotions, I'm gonna kill you. And he needs his revenge against the Guardians, and he could pick memories from the Guardians. And we get to see Gantlet. He's kind of has a spotlight with this, because he used to have emotions, and now that he doesn't, the First Lantern's like, what's wrong with you, in this issue. So we also get to see Baz. He has the, the Blackest Night book, whatever it is. He has the book, the black book, and he's trying to open it. He doesn't know how to open it. And then there's this prison that he opens up, which is bad news for him, because that is the other Guardians that actually have emotions. So we'll have to see what happens with that. He breaks the prison open. And then Black Hand says, oh, you want to know where Hal Jordan is, right? I'll take you there. So he brings him into the Black Lantern universe thing, where Hal and Sinestro are. And then Sinestro says, please tell me that you aren't the human who is supposed to rescue us. So, yeah, Baz is now with Hal and Sinestro, but that means we are going to get progression with Hal and Sinestro's story, where we haven't forgotten about them, which I love that Geoff Johns has been doing. It's like, they do give us tidbits of what exactly is going on with them, and always here and there show them. At least with every issue, we get to see them in one page, and I like that they do that. And now we're going to finally, I think, get a full issue with them, because our main character is with them. So I think there's going to be some game changers in the next issue, though. So this issue was pretty solid. Honestly think the New Guardians was better to describe the First Lantern. I mean, we get to see, oh, he doesn't like the Guardians. Okay, but we knew that even during the Third Army story arc, so it's a little weird to have that, but it described to get into our Green Lanterns in New Guardians. So I think it described that villain a little bit better in New Guardians, but still I like seeing a little bit of the First Lantern. I don't think it was a big, humongous issue, but having Baz in that cliffhanger, having him with Hal Sinestro is a pretty good cliffhanger, and bringing us to maybe some exciting things with this story arc. I don't think this was an amazing issue, but it was definitely a solid issue to start this story arc, and hopefully, it is mind-blowing. I think it needs to be mind-blowing, because it is Geoff Johns' last story arc on this, on his 7-year run of Green Lantern. So I think he's gonna get his A game. I think he's toward the end of this, it says, I think this is the best I could do with this. And I'm hoping that that's what happens, Hopefully it will be like Blackest Night. And hopefully he's gonna say, wow, this is my A game. I don't think I could step it up anymore. And hopefully that's what's gonna happen towards the end of this. The beginning's okay, but, the beginning could be okay. And then just build up from there. And I like the Black Hand. He's going to play a big part in this. It's an interesting issue, and I think the Guardians, something's going to happen to them. Either they're going to get their emotions back, and what is the First Lantern going to do? He could pick people's emotions apart, but what could he do with that? And what is his goal? And I think we're going to learn more about that. Now, my question is, with the last page, it says it continues in Green Lantern Corps. I did not pick up Green Lantern Corps in this week because I don't usually pick up the series. Should I read that series? Did it explain more of the First Lantern? Was it a good issue? I know the New Guardians, you didn't really have to read the New Guardians, but it was a good story. So if I like Guy, is that the only reason to pick up Green Lantern Corps, or does it really continue? Is it going to be like War of the Green Lantern where you really need to pick up every issue? So tell me in the comments below if you know if you have to pick up every issue, or do I have to pick up Red Lanterns next week? Tell me in the comments below if I have to do that. But this is a solid issue. Again, it was not mind-blowing, but it's continuing this, I think, a good progression for this story arc, and I'm hoping with this first issue, we'll just get more mind-blowing issues to come. You know, it's the first part of the story. It doesn't have to be mind-blowing. I think it's a good setup, though. So, 4 stars. Excited for the next issue, what this story arc should do, and I'm excited to see what Geoff Johns does. The art was really good, also. Honestly, look at this spread, splash page. Look at that. That was really good. The art for this series is amazing, especially the coloring and everything. It was great. And the First Lantern actually looks kind of cool. So, pick this up. I give it 4 stars, and I'm excited to see what happens with this series. And, guys, answer my question. Do I have to read Green Lantern Corps? And if I don't like Guy, you know, should I just skip it? Or can I skip Red Lanterns? Or do I have to follow with each issue? Because I will follow with each issue if I have to, you know, if it really does continue issue by issue like War Green Lantern did before New 52. So tell me in the comments below what you thought about this issue. This is Comic Uno, guys. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Red Situations, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. I give this 4 stars, and I say pick it up.